Episode 10, The Song in Memory. Plurng was unconscious for nearly 2 full days. In the abyss of his dreams, he became a 7-year-old boy once more. But this time, it was not the nightmare of the starless night. It was an even more faded memory. He was in a wide courtyard, and his mother was sitting under the shade of a large tree, weaving cloth. She wore a gentle smile and was humming a soft lullaby to him. It was the same melody as the song he had heard underwater, the very same chant that Anjali had sung. He awoke with a start, finding himself in a dilapidated hut on the riverbank. His body still ached, but his worst wounds had been expertly bandaged with cloth and herbs. He saw Anjali asleep in a chair beside him. She looked exhausted and gaunt. Her once radiant face was now as pale as paper. "Anjali," he called out, his voice a hoarse whisper. She jolted awake instantly. Seeing him conscious, her face flooded with profound relief. "You're awake! I thought you weren't going to make it." You saved me," Plurng said, trying to push himself into a sitting position. "That song, what was it? Why did it feel so familiar? As if I'd heard my mother sing it to me." The question made Anjali freeze instantly. The joy on her face vanished, replaced with panic. She quickly averted her gaze. "You must have been dreaming. From the fever. It's just an old song I've heard before. Nothing special." "That's not true." Plurng stared at her intently. "It was more than that. I could feel it. And that silver light, that power. What was it? Who are you really, Anjali?" The fact that she could wield a mystical power that affected a Naga caused all the suspicions he'd ever had to erupt at once. She was definitely not a simple nobleman's daughter. Tears streamed down Anjali's face. She shook her head. I can't tell you. Please don't ask me anything more." "Why can't you tell me?" Plurng's voice rose with confusion and frustration. "I told you the most painful story of my life, but you keep secrets from me. I risked my life for these artifacts, but you possess a power just as great, and you hide it. Why?" "Because this power is meant to protect, not to destroy," Anjali retorted through her tears. "And because some truths are more painful than never knowing. If you knew, you would hate me." "I could never hate you," Plurng yelled back, the pent-up emotions bursting forth. "No matter who you are or where you come from, I could never hate the person who saved my life. I care about you, Anjali." The raw, heartfelt confession left them both stunned into silence. Anjali stared at him, her expression a mixture of shock and pain. Plurng had just realized he'd spoken the deepest truth of his heart. His feelings for her had grown far beyond that of a mere traveling companion. In the heavy silence, Anjali slowly wiped her tears. Her gaze fell upon the Naga's fang which lay beside Plurng. The next artifact is the 9-gem hairpin. It is in the old capital, the city of Ayutthaya. I know the place well. I will guide you there myself. It wasn't the answer Plurng wanted, but he knew he couldn't press her any further right now. He looked deep into her eyes, trying to find the truth, but all he saw was a wall of sorrow too high to climb. Their next journey was about to begin. To the old capital, a city filled with past glory, where a secret far darker than the abyss of the Mekong River awaited them.